Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's a special Thanksgiving Day presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Set to kick off.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. We get our first look now at Carson Wentz and his Philadelphia Eagle offense.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
On first down, Wentz. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. We call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Throwing again on second down. Wentz. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Pass. Complete to Dallas Goedert.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Defense had a chance to get off the field here. The opening drive couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
First and 10. Here's Wentz. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
The numbers for Sanders last week. 17 carries, 65 yards.
And even though it's a short week, running backs love when they're in a groove, and that's exactly where he is right now. He's hoping to feast a little bit more here on Thanksgiving.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And now a fumble. The ball's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Shrugs off another. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 31. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Prescott yet again. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage. They're going to go for it now. 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. John Ross. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. You'd have to imagine for a team that's lost 3 straight games, scoring first in this first quarter has to feel pretty good.
It has to feel great for them, and also it's a nice signal to the rest of the team, because we talk about complementary football all the time. So they've now signaled to the defense, now signaled to the kicking game, hey, we're here to play in this one. We're going to do our part. Let's see if you guys will do the exact same, and we can break this losing streak.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Now Wentz. And able to find Kirk complete. He's at the 30. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Working from the gun, Wentz. And quickly finding Rager. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. From the gun, it's Wentz. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Eagles are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll run with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive 7 plays in length. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Jason Myers.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
And it really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
7-7, our score after 1.
Score tied 7-7.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Run for Pollard. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Prescott from the gun. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
That's good for a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Prescott now from the 50. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Eagles' 46-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Here's Pollard. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 38-yard line.
Prescott now. Finds the open target, Arnold. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Remember, that was less than a yard. That was not a full yard. That defense, they were having none of it.
Yeah, the surge the offensive line was seeking actually occurred on the other side of the ball. They reestablished the line of scrimmage and stuffed them.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead.
10, Eagles 7.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Sheffield on the tackle. 5 yards on the play. And it's third down.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
On 2nd down now. It's Sanders, as Sanders has it poked free. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up
from the 39. Prescott looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Arnold. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Here's Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard, and he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Prescott on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
To the air again, Prescott. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead.
This is similar to baseball where you walk the leadoff hitter and you don't expect him to come around and score. Almost impossible. Anytime the defense has to defend a short field, you usually end up seeing the result we saw, giving up points.
Butker on for the PAT. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. After the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Dak and the Cowboys ready for their next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. A first down throw for Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Over the middle, complete. That's Arnold. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 28. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Happy Thanksgiving once again from our gang here in Orlando to yours. We'll get back to AT&T Stadium in a minute, but first, let's take a look at what's coming up later this holiday weekend. Some great games still to come, and I think we highlighted one of the better ones right there as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Excellent games in the late afternoon window as well. One being out in Los Angeles, where it'll be the Rams taking on the New York Giants. And lastly, we'll wrap up the week on Monday Night Football. Definitely one to tune in for, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is Tony Pollard. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak on top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. This to Arnold on the short pass. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Trailing here in the second half, went for the aggressive play, got a little too aggressive.
You've got to know when to pull up, or if you're going to go for it, how to take your body across a punter's body and not into him. Not a good play at all.
They'll run with Pollard, and he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And this is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it. But in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and...
Throwing. Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Arnold.
Complete.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. This to Arnold on the short pass. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
It's good. Makes the score Cowboys 20, Eagles 7.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Wentz on the draw leaves it for Sanders. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. From just shy of midfield, Wentz. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman.
Wentz's pass. Complete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd and inches.
Now a carry for Sanders. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Sometimes that's a danger putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 1st and 10, Prescott flush to his right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. Looking at it from the defense's perspective, they could have really used the football to try to start eating into this deficit.
Yeah, because now possession's so crucial at this stage of the game. And when you've got an opportunity to hop on a turnover and you don't get it, you can feel the frustration all the way up here.
And the offense, they're living right now. Another bounce and break that goes their way. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Prescott. And he fires one incomplete. John Ross, the one he was looking for. But it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
On the draw, it's Pollard. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And he didn't quite have the bag spin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
He'll get just a yard on the scramble in second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quitting him.
Zero.
Wentz now on first down. This short throw caught by Goddard. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
To Dallas Goddard. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Wentz. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Looking to throw. Prescott got a man open. It's Ross. And he's taken down inside the 30.
For a Cowboys. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
First down, Prescott. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. The Cowboys on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. 4th down, Prescott. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. And he'll drop here to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
Again, it's Elliott. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Eagles 7.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Carson Wentz and the Eagles make their way out to the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Open man is Kirk, complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Going for it with Sanders. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Eli Apple on the coverage.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
And an Eagle first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Miles Sanders out of the backfield. That'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Philadelphia.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Now Wentz going to lead the Eagles up to go for 2.
Conversion.
Again, it's Wentz. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Jason Myers set to kick off.
And the Cowboys are able to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. On 1st down, Elliott. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They go to Elliott again. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Elliott. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Dallas, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now in the year. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I